Okay, we're just going to understand this video to be kind of titled, kind of being described as loading and unloading. Maybe loading and unloading of elite hitters. And this is what we see. Every single great hitter, doesn't matter who it is. First, let's get basically descriptive, kind of like just the basics of it. Loading simply means this. Loading is absolutely simply means. I'm going to change this to red. Simply means taking the bat and bringing it into the body, bringing it closer to the core of the body, the mass of the body, the center of the body, the axis of the body. Obviously, we know that in any sport, we're talking about the core muscles here being everything as far as explosiveness, power, and quickness, the core muscles of the body. That means everything from the abs across the backside of the body, everything. So what we see great hitters do is load the bat head over the body. So that's what loading is. So really easy as far as like watching video. For me, this is one thing that's pretty easy to see. Anytime we see the bat moving into the body, we call it loading. Anytime we see the bat moving distant from the body, we call it unloading. So anytime that we see the bat head or the mass of the bat, the barrel, the mass of the bat moving distant from the trunk or the core of the body, we call that unloading. So this is easy with every single great hitter. You will always see one frame or two frames, just like a period of time. Normally happens exactly when the front foot gets on the ground. And we'll back this up and we'll watch Jenny. We'll see the loading process here. We'll see let me back this up. You know, this also has to do with loading. Is that you'll see everybody loads as they stride. As you stride out, everybody loads. And it's not a jab step where just the front leg moves out. No, the entire mass of the body moves out into what we call toe touch here. Entire body moves out into toe touch. So we see the trunk of the body once with the front foot gets on the ground, and we have the body basically here. So we have not only the middle moving out, not only the front leg moving out here, we have the entire body moving, in Jenny's case, about, I don't know, probably 9, 10, maybe even a whole foot out there. We have the entire body. We see the bat move out with the body into toe touch. And we always see that, the frame of load to unload happen when the front foot gets on the ground in all elite hitters, male or female. Boom. We see the bat head, watch. We see bat here, 2 frames, 1, 2. That's even 3 frames. So now we see the bat head here. We see the foot getting on the ground, and we'll begin to see the bat head move in the opposite direction. That's still load. She's stabilizing here on the front leg. I told you it'll be like 1 or 2 frames, but we can always get that. And each of these frames is 60 frames every second. We're talking about a real minute space and time. And we see the unload. The unload's really easy to see. Front leg stabilizes. Front leg stabilizes really quickly. Stabilizes so well that I can put these lines on the outside of Jenny's leg, and she won't go through it. There's no hip slide in Jenny's swing. And we see the unload begin to happen. And we see this in every single great hitter. So I'm just going to call this for now just an elementary, kind of a basic, kind of a simple guide into loading and unloading. Some other things that we see at the point of, I guess you would call it the point of unload. We see the front forearm get really parallel to the shoulders. This is where we can set up that box formation. Really simple. There's some other basic, simple things go on in the loading process. We never see the back knee go outside the base of the back hip and the back ankle. We can take Jenny back all the way and see that. It's true with male and female hitters. As you load into this, as you're creating this loading type process, the loading process begins in the back hip. And as Jenny unloads this, she unloads here into the inside of the front hip as this rotates around and through, as everything rotates around and through. So, and the bat head rotates around and through. So I'm going to back this up really quick. This is the end of the video. It's just really basic, really simple, kind of like intro into loading and unloading and how anybody can do this better. So, and that's about it.